Hi, I'm Abby Blair, and I'll be guiding you today through a 30-minute immunity boosting yoga practice. So our immune system is one of the hardest working systems in our body to keep us healthy. And along with our cardiovascular system, working constantly to keep things moving throughout our body, to combat infection. So there's so many things that we can do in our yoga practice to kind of boost and bolster these systems and to help things function a little bit more efficiently. So today I'll be guiding you through some movements to help that happen. So a couple of things that you're gonna need for practice today: a yoga block and a blanket. Now, if you don't have a yoga block at home, something thick and stable, like maybe a large book or a steady box of some kind, something that you can use to support your body, mainly our upper bodies, where we're going to use that today. And then also a blanket, which really anything will go here. Any kind of blanket that you can fold will work. So before we get into movement here, I'll show you what we'll do with this blanket. You're going to open it up so that it's a long rectangle shape, and then just simply roll it. You want about a 2 to 3 inch diameter in the roll. So nothing super big, just a nice long roll like so. And you can just go ahead and set both of those aside for now. We're gonna start our practice today in a comfortable seat. So just sitting up nice and tall, wherever you wanna do so. Allow your hands to just rest where it feels comfortable. Lengthen your spine. If it feels good, you can close your eyes here and just start to tune into your breath. So letting go of anything that's happened already in your day or anything that's coming up. Just settling into your practice, your body, your breath. Bring your full attention to your inhales, your exhales. And as you move today, I really invite you to bring your full awareness to this idea of softening as you exhale. So each time you breathe in, really filling up and expanding, and every time you breathe out, see if you can just soften somewhere in the body. Maybe that's in the shoulders, the jaw, the face, the hips, the feet, the hands, anywhere at all. Just this idea of letting go and softening as you breathe out. So let's take a big breath in together. And then open your mouth, exhale. Again, like that, full deep breath in. Long breath out. One more time, full breath, maybe your biggest breath in so far. Open your mouth, big exhale. So as we move throughout practice, you can continue to exhale out the mouth if that feels good, or you're welcome to seal the lips and maybe find your ujjayi breath if that's in your practice, if you feel comfortable there. So let's take one more long breath in and one more long breath out. And then open up the eyes if you've closed them. We're just going to start to find some movement in the body. So keeping your hands resting near the knees. On your inhale, drawing your heart forward, lifting your tailbone off of your mat, maybe gazing up. And then exhale, round the spine. So just a variation of our traditional cat-cow here. On the inhale, pull the heart forward, broaden through the chest. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin in towards the chest. Again, this idea of softening. Inhale, fill up. And then soften as you exhale, round the spine. One more time like that, come on forward. Exhale, come on back. Good, lengthen the spine, come back to center. We're just gonna find some movement with the chest. So just making these big circles in either direction. Doesn't matter which way you go. We're gonna go the opposite way in a moment. So just opening up the chest as you come forward, letting the breath just flow naturally here. Softening on every exhale. Good, and then switch directions. Just let your breath come and go. Don't worry so much if you're inhaling or exhaling. Just let it feel good. One more time around. Awesome, and then come on back to center. From here, we're gonna bring our right palm down to the mat. Start to bend your elbow slightly. Maybe your elbow comes all the way down to the mat, maybe not. Reach that left arm up and over, a big side body stretch here. Really reach through the arm, lengthen through the fingers. Take another breath in. Another breath out. Inhale, come up to center, and then exhale, left hand comes down. Again, start to bend the elbow. Maybe it drops down to the mat, maybe not. No worries, reach that right arm up and over. Big breath here. Let it go. One more inhale. One more exhale. And now we're gonna move with our breath. So inhale, come on up to center. Exhale, right palm comes down, left arm reaches. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left palm down, right arm up and over. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, take it up and over. Back to center, inhale. Exhale, reach. Maybe you speed it up just a bit more. Maybe your pace is faster or slower than mine, but just move with your breath. Starting to generate some heat, some movement through the side body, through the shoulder. Take it through one more time each side. Good, back to center, big reach. Interlace the fingers here, press your palms up towards the sky, and then as you exhale, drop your palms down, broaden through the shoulders, round the spine. Good, and then just gently release that, shake it out. We're gonna take our block here, and we're gonna bring it to this long, thin edge is gonna come down to the mat. We're gonna come down to one side here, so starting on the left hip. And then we're gonna lower our body down so that this edge of the block comes right into our armpit. So, start to lower yourself down. If it feels really intense, which it might, feel free to take your blanket and kind of drape that over to soften the edges just a bit. But you're gonna go ahead and drop this corner of the mat directly into your armpit. This left hand can come to the head to support it. The right hand can just come to the hip or even down to the mat if that feels good. And allow yourself to soften in here. So you may wonder, why are we doing this and how does this help my immune system? Well, our lymphatic system consists of tons of lymph nodes throughout our body that contain this lymph, which is really our immune fighting stuff in our body, which helps us stay healthy. So we have large lymph nodes directly in our armpits. So by providing a little bit of compression here, we're stimulating those lymph nodes to increase blood flow there and increase their activity. So right now we're just sinking in, letting the head be heavy. And we're gonna start to find a little movement. So really subtly, just rolling the body forward and then gently rolling the body back. So there's a lot of muscular attachment points here in the shoulder. So it may feel very intense for you. It might feel very tender. Just note that. Always back off if something feels painful. But if it's a little bit uncomfortable, see if you can soften it just a little bit more. If you find a spot that feels really good to just stay, go ahead and stay there. Maybe that's leaning back a little bit. Maybe that's as you roll forward. And again, this idea of softening. Every time you exhale, see if you can sink in a little deeper. Just really gently, you're bringing some blood flow to this lymph node. Some circulation, some fresh oxygen. Good, just take a little bit more movement here, maybe one more time forward, one more time back. And then pause in stillness, take a big breath in. Big breath out. Good, and then just really gently coming off the block. So you can use this right hand to press yourself up. We're just gonna switch sides. But before we do that, just come back to sit for a moment. Let your arms hang, close your eyes. Do you notice any differences? Does the left arm feel like it's hanging a little bit longer than the right? Just that short moment of movement and breath, how powerful that can be in the body. So let's jump into the other side. So take this block, we're just gonna bring it to the opposite edge of the mat, and we're doing the exact same thing here. So you're just gonna come down to your right hip. You're gonna bring this block right into the right armpit this time. Again, feel free to drape it with a blanket or some kind of covering if it feels like it's too intense here. This right hand is gonna come to support the head. Left hand can rest wherever you like. And just soften in. Notice the difference in the sides. Just try to slow your breath down here. Let the weight of your body just sink into the block. Take one more breath. Let it go. And then just gently begin to find a little bit of movement. So we're rolling forward, gently rolling back. Again, a lot of attachment points here. Our entire shoulder girdle, large muscles of the back, they all find an attachment point near this area. So just being mindful, going slowly. Of course, if anything feels painful, come on out of it, back off. But if it's just a little bit uncomfortable, a little tender, see if you can stay. See if you can breathe a little bit deeper. Just getting fresh blood flow and oxygen into this opposite lymph node. Giving it a little love. And if you find a spot that feels really good, you can stay there. Maybe that's rolling back a bit. Maybe that's rolling forward. Take one more big breath in. One more breath out. And then use this left hand, gently go ahead and press yourself up here. Come on back to center for just a moment. You can set your block aside for now. And again, just pause, close your eyes. Let the arms hang down. Notice what feels different, what feels good, where you maybe feel the fresh blood flow, some opening. Take one more big inhale. One more big exhale. And then gently open up the eyes. We're going to find our way here into downward facing dog. So keep this blanket roll nearby. Spread the fingers really wide here, starting in hands and knees. We're going to tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. And this first down dog here, just feel free to pedal out. You can bend the knees, you can shift the hips, you can drop the head, make some circles, anything that feels good, just kind of explore. Hands about shoulder width distance here, feet about hips width distance. Try to lengthen the spine. You can keep the knees really bent if that feels good. Press the mat away. Drop your triceps down towards your mat. Let your neck hang. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And we're going to start to build some heat in the body here. So on your inhale, lift your heels high behind you. Bend your knees, look between your hands. And then on the exhale, we're just pressing forward to a high plank. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the heels, look between the hands. Really load up the legs here. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, we come back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, turn on the core. Inhale, bend. Exhale, plank. And then maybe you start to move a little bit faster. Building some heat. Let's take 3 more. Come back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, step that right foot in between both hands. Gently lower your left knee to the mat. Bring both hands to the right leg here. Coming up into a low lunge. If you'd like, you can extend the arms up towards the sky. Draw the navel towards the spine. Engage the low belly here to lift. Relax the shoulders, breathe. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. One more inhale. On the exhale, bring the palms down. Just step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg nice and high. Exhale, same thing. Step that left foot forward. Gently lower the right knee down. Inhale, come on up. Low lunge. Lift the low belly. Knit the front ribs in. Lengthen the spine. Breathe here. Take another inhale. Another exhale. Last breath in. On the breath out, bring your palms down. Step back, downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. Full exhale. We're going to take a few more of those bent knees into high plank. So inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look between the hands. Exhale, plank. Again, pick up the pace. Moving with the breath. Taking it as fast or as slow as you'd like. 3 more. Downward facing dog, right leg high. Exhale, step through. This time, keep the back knee lifted. We're coming on up to a high lunge. So little bursts of energy to stimulate the blood flow. Now we lengthen through the hip here. Reach through the arms, take a big breath in. On the exhale, we're gonna twist. So left arm is reaching towards the front wall, right arm towards the back wall. Opening up your heart here. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. On the inhale, reverse warrior. So from here, we're gonna drop the left heel down. Keep the right knee bent. Left hand finds the left leg. Right arm reaching up and back. And just stay here for a moment. Take a breath. Let it go. One more inhale. And now we're gonna move with the breath. So on the exhale, we're coming back to that high lunge with a twist. So notice my back heel lifted. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, we twist. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reverse warrior. This time on the exhale, come into that twist. Reach down, grab your blanket roll. So we're gonna take this roll, we're gonna bring it right up into the hip crease. So as close into the pelvis as you can get in here, and then allow yourself to sink in. We're gonna find that twist again, or maybe the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. So you should feel some compression here. That is the idea. We have another set of lymph nodes right in this area in the pelvis. Another really important area to stimulate, to increase blood flow to. So stay for one more inhale, one more exhale. Now on the inhale, listen closely here. Start to straighten the legs. Bring your right hand to the roll to keep it there. Straighten both legs. Left hand to the left leg. We're just opening up. Nothing fancy here. No specific pose. Just opening up that hip. And then exhale, we rebend. Compress again, find your twist. With the breath, inhale, straighten the legs. Hang on to that roll, open it up. Exhale, compress. Find your twist. Take it nice and slow here. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, compress. One more time. Inhale, open it up. Hang on to the roll. Exhale, compress. Awesome. Gently take that roll aside. Set it on down. Hands to the mat. Step back, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step through. Come on up, find your high lunge. So we're going to do all of that on the other side. Right now, we're just opening up that hip. So we just compressed the right side a lot. Now we're opening up the right side, allowing blood flow, fresh oxygen, all that good stuff. Take a big breath in. On the breath out, we twist. So this time, opposite direction with the arms. Find your breath. Soften on every exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Drop the right heel. Keep the left knee bent. Take it up and over. We'll stay for a few breaths. Breathe into the side body. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, let's start to move with our breath. Nice and easy here. Find your twist. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, twist. Go ahead and grab that roll. This time we're going to bring it right into the left hip crease. So really try to get it in as close as you can. Again, you should feel some compression. That's the idea. You can open the arms and twist or bring that right elbow to the outside of the left knee, palms pressed together. Breathe here. Come back to that idea of softening as you exhale. Allowing that roll to sink into the hip. Bringing some gentle compression here into the lymph nodes. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. And now again, listen closely. We're going to start to straighten the legs. Left hand comes to the blanket roll. Straighten both legs here, should feel good. Right hand down the right side, open it up. Exhale, rebend. We're gonna twist again. Inhale, straighten the legs, hang on to the roll. Open it up, allow that fresh blood flow to come on in, and then exhale, gently compressed. Inhale, straighten it out. Exhale, twist. Last time, inhale, straighten. Exhale, twist. Awesome, gently remove the roll. Hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, come forward to high plank. On the exhale, we're gonna lower the belly, so you can drop your knees for more support here. Elbows stay close to the sides, come all the way down. Bring your hands right next to your rib cage. Press into the tops of your feet. Inhale, cobra pose, lift the heart. Open through the chest. Feel that release in the hip flexors. One more inhale. Exhale, come on down. Press back, find child's pose. Send the hips back over the heels. Allow your head to drop down, extend through the arms, breathe. One more breath in. One more breath out. Gently come on forward. We're gonna come on down to our seat. You're gonna take your blanket here one more time, and you're gonna make that roll a little bit bigger. So this time you want about 5 to 6 inches in diameter, almost making a little tube shape here. And then just come on down to your back, setting up like we would for bridge pose. So bending both knees, feet about hips width distance, and then press into the feet, lift the hips just enough so that you can bring this roll directly underneath your sacrum. So that flat part of the spine. Your low back should be off of your mat. So your low back should not be making contact with the roll or with your mat here. And then what we're gonna do is start to hug the right knee into the chest. Interlacing the hands, I like to bring mine behind the knee so that I don't crunch the knee too much. If you wanna come around the front of the knee, that's great, your choice. But we're gonna interlace the hands behind the right leg, and we're gonna hug this right hip into the chest as far as you can bring it in. Once you get it there, extend the left leg. Let the left leg go long. Continue to hug this right leg into the chest. So again, we're just bringing some gentle compression into this right side of the hip, into the lymph nodes, into the circulation. Try to relax the shoulders, relax the neck, relax the jaw. Feel that extension through the left leg. Come back to that idea of softening on the exhale breath. Just slowing your breathing down. Allowing yourself just to sit in the space of heat, of energy, of life. Continue to hug that right knee in for one more inhale. One more exhale. And then really gently, we're going to switch sides here. So starting to release the right leg, we're going to bring the left knee in this time. Exact same thing. So interlacing the hands either behind the left leg or around the left knee, and go ahead and extend the right leg forward. So as you hug the left knee in here as close to the chest as you can. Notice that sensation in the right leg as you allow it to go long. Maybe you can even feel that circulation. Maybe you can even notice kind of the refreshment that you've brought to the right hip, to the right leg. This time just gently compressing the left hip. Softening in. We'll stay here for 2 more rounds of breath. So see if you can really fill up. See if you can really empty out and allow yourself to soften. Take one more full inhale. One more big exhale. And then just gently release that left leg. Press into the feet just enough so that you can slide the roll out. And for just a moment here, extend both legs, extend both arms, just pause. Notice any sensations that you feel in the hips, the legs, the feet, torso. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then gently hug both knees into the chest this time, giving yourself a big squeeze. We're going to give our hips just a little scoot to the left side of the mat. So you can set the feet down for a moment, picking up the hips, move them to the left, and then hug the knees back in, allow them to drop to the right side. Open up your arms here like a T, or you can even cactus the arms if you're short on space. You can look over your left shoulder if that feels okay, or just allow your head to rest looking straight up. Just coming into this gentle supine twist. It's our last movement of gentle compression for the body. See if you can let yourself sink into the twist a little bit deeper with every exhale. Take one more breath in, one more breath out, and then gently come on back to center. You can bring your feet back to the bottom of the mat. We're going to pick up the hips this time, scoot them over to the right edge of the mat, and then draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Allow your legs to fall off to the left side. Again, arms can open like a letter T, or you could cactus the arms. Maybe looking over that right shoulder. Just soften in here. Take one more full breath in, and then empty out completely, let that go. Find your way back to center one more time. Hug your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze, maybe a little rock from side to side, just releasing the low back. And then take one final big inhale, drawing everything in to the center. On your exhale, send the legs long, allow the arms to just rest at your side. Settling in to your Shavasana here, so just letting go of all the effort. Letting go of the breath and just taking rest. If you are at home, I invite you to stay right here in this final resting shape for as long as you wish. If you are ready to come back into your body and back into your day, just gently start to invite some movement into the fingers, into the toes. And then as you feel ready, bending both knees here, making your way over to one side, and then gently pressing your way up, finding a comfortable seat. So we'll just meet here. Sitting up nice and tall, lengthening the spine. Taking just a moment here to notice what feels different than it did just a short time ago. Remembering the power that we each have to help our bodies stay healthy. Just by moving our bodies and breathing, we can invite in this sense of renewal and vitality. So just thanking yourself here for showing up, for making it to your mat, for doing something good for yourself, for your body, for your mind. I invite you to bring your right hand to your heart and your left hand over top of your right. I thank you all so much for sharing your practice with me. Thank you, thank you. Be healthy, be well.